In the last video, I introduced you this tank. This is my new project. We are going to build it. I have a layout in my mind, but as everyone knows, things don't always go as planned. So let's get started. I'm Shanup and welcome to Aquafinscape. This is Aqualit Substrate. I'm mainly using this to build some height at the back. On top of that, we'll add ADA power sand. Power sand creates a porous base underneath the aqua soil. This helps create a better environment in the substrate for roots and beneficial bacteria. And it's especially useful when you're planning to keep the aquarium for a long time. So I'm spreading a thin layer across the bottom before adding the soil. Next up is APT Start. This helps with some extra nutrients and beneficial bacteria in the substrate. So I'll spread this evenly. So yeah, this base layer is over. Now we'll add the aqua soil into it. I'm using ADA Amazonia version 2 aqua soil. It's always better to use a good clay based aqua soil instead of normal gravel or some random substrate. I'm also creating a slope here, higher towards the back. That little difference in height will make the aquarium look much deeper than it actually is. Now we'll start with the hardscape. I've chosen a few rocks here. This is called green dragon rock. It's similar to serious stones. So we'll figure out what to do with this, where to keep this. And the plan for this tank is to keep it simple. I want the rocks to be main focus with mostly carpeting plants around them. I already had a rough picture in my mind, but getting the picture into the actual tank is always the difficult part. You can already guess the layout I'm planning. Comment down below. So as you can see with the rocks, I'm trying to keep them all flowing in roughly the same direction. I don't want every stone to look perfect on its own. They need to look like they belong together. I'll use some liquid super glue to stick the rocks in place. I'll be using a compost seal from Dymax. You can also use paper towels instead of this. This just helps hold everything together so the rocks don't move later when I'm planting or doing maintenance. This actually is my first time using this compost seal, and yeah, this wasn't as easy as I thought. Honestly guys, you can just use a paper towel, but jokes apart, this does hold the rocks really well, and since it's almost the same color as the rocks, you won't really notice it once everything is finished. This part probably took the most time. I kept moving the rock around, checking them from the front, moving them again and again. One thing to make sure here is never rush hardscape. Sometimes moving a rock just a few centimeters or changing the angle slightly can completely change the layout. Now that the rocks are in place, I can finally see where I need more soil. I'm basically using the soil now to shape the final shape around the rocks. And here I'm having a very serious discussion with the people behind the camera about needing more soil. I needed to fill these gaps around the sides and add more height towards the back. That should make the layout feel deeper once everything starts growing in. Once I was finally happy with the position, I started securing everything properly and cleaning the soil off the rocks. And of course, one more rock. There's always room for one more rock.
A few years later.
So guys, this was the layout that I had in mind. Now that we are done with the hardscape, let's introduce the plants. So these are the plants that I'll be using, mostly Monte Carlo and a few Eleocharis Parvula. And before planting, I'm just getting the soil nice and wet. I like to plant in a wet soil. And yeah, I forgot to add the root tabs earlier, so I'm doing that now. Root tabs provide extra nutrients around the root zone for the plants. Guys, this is not exactly the easiest time to add them, so never forget it. So guys, I'll be planting mostly Monte Carlo everywhere and a few Eleocharis Parvula in between rocks to create a smooth layout. I'll be starting from the back. I'm keeping everything wet while planting because tissue culture plants can dry out pretty quickly. So with Monte Carlo, I like to separate it into smaller portions instead of planting big chunks. It takes longer, but it will give me better coverage once it starts spreading. The Eleocharis Parvula is going mainly between the rocks. Once it grows in, I'm hoping it will soften some of these areas and make the whole layout feel more natural. I'm actually planning to do a dry start with this. So we'll leave it like this with a cling film. So guys, that's it for today. We'll be doing a dry start, as I said. It will take almost a month to fully grow the carpet. We'll be doing updates periodically. So make sure to subscribe and follow my Instagram. So that's it for today. See ya.